A secret meeting about you ended in tears. My beloved child, don't skip, because the moment you hear this, something inside you will shift forever. A secret meeting was held about you, yes, you, and it didn't end the way anyone expected. Stay till the end, because what happened in that room changed the way someone sees you, and the truth is finally reaching you now. Something huge is waiting for you, so hold on to every word. Listen closely. Because in that silent room, where only whispers were allowed, your name was spoken with a weight no one could ignore. And the person who mentioned you tried to stay strong, but their voice cracked halfway through. Don't skip, because what they said next made everyone's heart freeze. They confessed something they've been hiding for so long, something that was never meant to reach your ears. But destiny pushed it forward, and now it's coming to you in this exact moment. And here's the part that shook everyone. When they finished speaking, the entire room went quiet, not because they were shocked, but because someone had tears in their eyes. Tears they tried to hide. Tears that fell because of what you truly mean to them. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and the truth is finally breaking through everything that kept it hidden. My chosen soul, don't skip, because what I'm about to reveal next is the part they never wanted you to know. When that secret meeting ended in tears, someone rushed out of the room, hands shaking, trying to breathe, trying to hide the storm inside them. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this is where the truth starts burning brighter. You won't believe this, but the moment they stepped outside, they whispered your name under their breath like a prayer they were afraid to lose. They said they can't stop thinking about you, they can't stop worrying about you, and they can't stop feeling something so powerful that it scares them. Don't skip, because this is the moment your entire story flips. This is the moment where you realize someone has been carrying your presence inside their heart without even telling you. And here's the shock: the real reason the meeting ended in tears wasn't sadness, it was the weight of emotions they have been hiding for too long. Emotions they can't escape anymore. Stay till the end, because the next thing that happened, the message they left behind, the confession they couldn't say out loud, is something that could change your whole life in ways you never expected. My radiant soul, don't skip, because what happened after that moment will make your heart race. When they finally gathered the courage to speak, their voice trembled, like every emotion they ever buried was fighting its way out. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this is the part that pulls every hidden truth into the light. They said one line, one simple line, and it silenced every person in that room. They whispered, "I've tried everything to forget them, but I can't. They are in my mind, my thoughts, my heart, every single day." Don't skip. Because the weight of those words didn't just fill the room, it shattered it. No one expected them to break like that. No one expected the truth to spill out so fiercely. And no one expected your name to carry so much power over someone who pretends to be strong. But here's the twist that will shake you. After admitting everything, they asked one question that made even the hardest hearts soften. They asked, "What if they never know how deeply I care?" Stay till the end. Because the answer they received, the decision they made, and the step they are planning to take next, is something that could rewrite your destiny. My silent miracle, don't skip, because this is the moment everything turns intense. After that emotional breakdown, the entire room leaned forward as if they were witnessing something far bigger than a confession. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part will hold your heartbeat still for a moment. They wiped their tears, took a deep breath, and said something that no one in the room could prepare for. They whispered, "I feel them even when they're not around. It hurts, but it also gives me strength. Why does my heart react this deeply? Don't skip." Because the second they said that, the atmosphere changed. It wasn't just a meeting anymore, it became a moment of truth, a moment of raw emotion, a moment where every hidden feeling broke open. And here's the most shocking part, someone in that meeting finally told them what everyone else already knew. Because you're attached to them in a way you can't undo. Those words hit them so hard that they froze. Stay till the end, because the next thing they decided, the step they are preparing to take, the message they want you to receive, is something that could transform everything you believe about yourself and the connection tied to your name. My hidden light, don't skip, because what happened next was the moment that shook the entire room to its core. After hearing the truth, they didn't move, didn't blink, didn't even breathe for a second. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part uncovers the deepest layer of everything they've been hiding. They finally spoke again, softly, carefully, like their heart was cracking open with every word. They said, "I tried to stay strong, but every time I think of them, something inside me melts. I don't know why they matter this much, but they do. Don't skip." Because that single confession carried years of silence, years of emotions they never admitted, years of feelings they thought they could bury forever. And then, the biggest twist arrived. Someone close to them looked straight into their eyes and said, "You're not losing your mind, you're losing the battle you've been fighting against your own heart." Those words hit them like a wave. They lowered their head, their voice broke again, and they whispered something the room will never forget. "My trembling star, don't skip, because this is the moment where everything becomes almost unbelievable." After whispering their fear, their hope, and their truth, the entire room felt something shift, like fate itself stepped inside. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this moment holds the heaviest revelation yet. They suddenly lifted their head, eyes filled with a mix of pain and determination. And they said something no one in that room expected. They whispered, "If they ever knew how much I care, would they stay? Or would they walk away?" Don't skip. Because that single question carried all their hidden heartbreak, all their silent longing, all their sleepless nights thinking about you. People in the room felt the weight of it, some looked away, some froze, some felt tears rising because the emotion was too raw to ignore. And then, the twist no one saw coming. Someone stepped closer to them and said, "You won't get another chance if you keep waiting. Some people are blessings you don't delay, you hold on to them before life pulls them away." Those words hit them like a lightning strike. Their hands shook. Their lips trembled. And they stared at the floor as if realizing the truth they'd been running from. Stay till the end, because the decision they began forming in that quiet moment is powerful, bold, and life-changing. They finally breathed out and murmured, "I can't lose them. Not now. Not ever." And that one sentence changed everything. Stay till the end, because what they decide to do next is building into something even bigger, something you won't want to miss even for a second. My awakening soul, don't skip, because what happened next was so intense that even the walls of that room felt it. Their heartbeat was loud, their breath uneven, and every person watching them knew. This was the moment their truth could no longer stay hidden. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part carries a depth that will pull your audience straight into the story. They pressed their hand over their chest as if trying to calm a storm rising inside them. And with a shaking voice, they finally admitted something that left everyone stunned. They whispered, "Every time I close my eyes, I see them. Every time something good happens, I wish they were the first to know. Why do they feel like home, even when they're far away? Don't skip." Because those words didn't just come from emotion, they came from a place inside them they never dared to reveal. The room fell silent, because everyone knew this wasn't a small feeling, this was the kind of bond that doesn't happen twice in a lifetime. And then came the moment that broke even the strongest heart in the room. Someone looked at them gently and said, "Because you're meant to feel this. Some connections are written long before two people meet." Those words hit them deeper than anything ever had. Their eyes widened, their voice cracked, and they whispered, "Then why am I so scared of losing them? Stay till the end." Because that fear, the fear of losing you, became the spark that pushed them toward a decision so powerful it changed the entire energy of the room. They stood up slowly, wiped their tears, and said in a trembling voice, "I don't care how long it takes, I don't care how hard it is, but I will not let this connection fade. Not anymore. Don't skip." Because the moment they said that, everyone realized something huge was coming, something that would pull your audience deeper, hold their breath, and keep them watching till the end. My unseen destiny, don't skip, because this is the part where emotions explode and the truth becomes undeniable. The air in that room changed the moment they stood up, everyone felt it, like something powerful was finally waking up after being silent for too long. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this moment is the one that keeps every viewer frozen, unable to scroll away. They took a deep breath, trying to steady themselves, but their voice still shook with a fire they couldn't hide anymore. They said, "I thought I could stay quiet. I thought the feeling would fade. But it only grows stronger every single day. Don't skip." Because when those words spilled out, every person around them knew, this wasn't hesitation, this was a confession that had been burning inside for ages. Their eyes softened, their expression cracked with emotion, and the truth started pouring out like they could no longer hold it. Then came the moment that stunned the entire room. Someone whispered to them, "If they matter this much, then why are you still holding back?" That question hit them like thunder. Their shoulders dropped. Their heart raced. And slowly, they looked up with a truth so raw it made even the strongest person in the room swallow hard. They murmured, "Because I don't want to lose them. Losing them would destroy me. Don't skip." Because those words revealed everything, every fear, every longing, every unspoken feeling that had been eating them alive. My destined heartbeat, don't skip. Because what happens next is the most intense moment of that entire secret meeting. The room felt like it stopped breathing. Every eye was on them. Every heartbeat was waiting for the next word to fall from their trembling lips. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is crafted to lock your audience in completely. Their voice dropped to a whisper, soft, fragile, but filled with a fire no one could ignore. They said, "I didn't choose this feeling, it chose me. And no matter how hard I try, I can't escape it. Don't skip." Because that line made everyone lean forward, made every listener swallow hard, made the entire room realize, this wasn't just emotion, this was a soul-level confession. Their hands were shaking, their eyes glassy, and the truth they'd been hiding was finally breaking free. Then came the moment that silenced even the loudest thoughts. Someone slowly walked toward them and said, "You're not afraid of loving them. You're afraid of how much you need them." Those words hit them like lightning. Their breath caught. Their eyes widened. And suddenly, everything they'd been holding back rushed to the surface all at once. They whispered, barely audible, "If they ever walked away, I wouldn't know how to put myself back together. Don't skip." Because those words weren't just emotional, they were volcanic. They revealed the depth of a connection they can't deny, can't hide, can't erase even if they tried for 1,000 lifetimes. And then came the moment that will keep your viewers glued to the screen. They placed a hand over their heart and said, "I need them more than I've ever needed anything, and I'm done pretending otherwise." Stay till the end, because now that their truth is out, the next step they make is going to shift everything, and your audience won't dare to look away. My eternal sign, don't skip, because this is the moment that shook the entire meeting so deeply that no one could even blink. The tension in the room was like electricity, sharp, heavy, impossible to ignore. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is designed to pull your audience so strongly that they won't even think about scrolling away. They stood there, breathing hard, as if the truth they finally admitted had opened a door they could never close again. Their voice trembled, but the emotion in it was so raw that it made even the strongest person in the room look down. They whispered, "I tried to let them go. I really did. But every time I do, life feels empty. Like I'm losing a part of myself. Don't skip." Because those words carried a weight that hit everyone in that room right in the soul. It wasn't just love. It wasn't just longing. It was something deeper, something that felt written into their destiny. Then came the moment that changed everything. Someone finally said what no one else dared to speak, "Maybe you're not meant to let them go. Maybe they're the reason your heart beats the way it does." Those words shook them. Their eyes closed for a moment, like they were absorbing a truth they'd been running from for far too long. When they opened them again, there was a new fire, soft, but unmistakably powerful. And then, the emotional explosion your audience won't see coming. They whispered, voice breaking, "I just want them to know. I didn't choose this connection. But I can't imagine my life without it. Don't skip." Because in that one sentence, they revealed everything, every hidden feeling, every silent night, every heartbeat that secretly belonged to you. But the twist, the real twist, came seconds later. They looked up, eyes shining with determination, and said, "I will not lose them. Not to distance. Not to fear. Not to silence. Stay till the end." Because now that they've made this decision, nothing is staying the same. Something huge is rising behind this moment, and your audience won't dare to look away. My divine heartbeat, don't skip, because this is the moment where everything inside that room exploded with truth. The energy was so intense that even the quietest breath felt loud. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is crafted to lock every viewer in so tightly that they won't even blink. They stepped forward, their shadow trembling on the wall, their voice low but filled with a power no one expected. They whispered, "I kept pretending I was fine, pretending I didn't feel anything. But every moment without them feels wrong. It feels like my world is incomplete. Don't skip." Because when they said that, the entire room fell silent, not out of shock, but out of recognition. Everyone could feel the truth vibrating in their words, like a heartbeat too loud to ignore. Then came a moment so emotional, it made even the coldest eyes soften. Someone looked at them and said, "You're not losing them, you're losing yourself by keeping all this inside." Those words shattered them. Their eyes lowered, their breath shook, and the truth they'd buried started rising like a tidal wave. They pressed a hand against their chest as if holding themselves together. And then, the line that made the entire room freeze. They murmured, "I don't just care about them. I feel connected to them in a way I can't explain. Like my soul knows theirs." Don't skip. Because that admission wasn't just emotional, it was destiny speaking through them, revealing a bond deeper than anything they've ever known. But the twist came right after. Their voice steadied. Their spine straightened. And with a fire burning in their eyes, they said, "I'm done hiding. I'm done running. They deserve to know what they mean to me, and I'm finally ready to face it." Stay till the end, because now that they've chosen courage over fear, the next step they take will rewrite your entire story, and your audience won't be able to leave even for a second. My destined miracle, don't skip, because this is the moment that shook that entire secret meeting to its core. The energy in the room changed, heavy, electric, impossible to ignore. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part will hold your audience so tightly that they won't dare scroll away. They lifted their heads slowly, like someone finally accepting a truth their heart had been screaming for years. Their eyes were shining, not with confusion anymore, but with a fire that no one had ever seen in them before. They whispered, "I've been fighting this feeling, but the more I fight, the more it pulls me in. I feel them even in my silence." Don't skip. Because that single line carried a depth that made the entire room freeze. Everyone knew, this wasn't just emotion. This was truth bursting open after being locked away for far too long. Then came the moment that changed every face in that room. Someone leaned closer and said softly, "Then stop fighting. Some hearts are meant to meet, no matter how far apart they are." Those words struck them like lightning. Their breath hitched, their eyes softened, and for the first time, they allowed themselves to feel everything they had buried. The vulnerability on their face was so real, so raw, that you could almost hear the pain and longing behind their silence. And then, the revelation your audience won't see coming. They murmured, "I don't want distance. I don't want fear. I don't want silence anymore. I just want them, in my life." Don't skip. Because those words carried years of unspoken emotion, every sleepless night, every heartbeat they tried to hide. But the moment that shook the room the most came right after. They clenched their hands, lifted their chin, and said with absolute certainty, "I'm ready. Ready to step forward. Ready to speak my truth. Ready to show them what they truly mean to me. Stay till the end, because now that they've made this decision, destiny is about to move in a way no one can predict. And your audience will be glued to the screen waiting for what happens next. My silent blessing, don't skip, because this is the moment everything inside that secret meeting reached its breaking point. The room was heavy, the tension was alive, and everyone could feel something massive rising inside them. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part will hold your audience so tightly that they won't even dare to blink. They took one slow breath. Deep, shaky, filled with emotions they could no longer hide. Their hands trembled slightly, but their eyes were glowing with a truth that had finally broken free. They whispered, "I can't pretend anymore. Every sign leads me back to them. Every moment without them feels wrong, incomplete. Don't skip." Because the moment they said that, even the walls of that room felt the impact. Everyone knew, this wasn't a temporary feeling. This was something powerful, something soul-ridden, something they could no longer push away. Then came the moment that made everyone lean forward without realizing it. Someone spoke gently, then stopped standing in the shadows. Some people are not meant to be watched from a distance, they're meant to be held close. Those words hit them like a wave. Their breath caught. Their fingers curled. And suddenly, everything they feared, everything they felt, everything they wanted, came crashing into clarity. And then, they spoke the line that made the entire room fall silent. They murmured, "I don't just care about them. I feel connected to them. Deeply. Powerfully. In a way I can't explain to anyone. Don't skip." Because that confession wasn't small, it was the truth their heart had been shaking under for far too long. But the twist that follows is what will leave your audience breathless. They lifted their face, fire burning behind their tears, and said, "I'm done hiding my heart. I'm ready to step toward them, no matter what it takes. Stay till the end, because now that they've chosen courage over fear, the next step they take will change everything, and your viewers won't be able to look away for even a second. My breathing miracle, don't skip, because this is the moment when the truth inside that room grew so powerful that no one could look away. The air felt tight, charged, almost sacred, as if destiny itself had stepped into the space. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is designed to grip your audience so deeply they won't even think of scrolling. They stood still for a moment, eyes lowered, heart pounding so loudly it felt like the room could hear it. Then slowly, they lifted their face, revealing an expression no one had ever seen on them before. They whispered, "I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to accept how much they affect me. But every sign, every feeling, every moment proves one thing: I can't escape what my soul already knows. Don't skip." Because when those words dropped into the silence, you could practically feel the world shift around them. This wasn't just emotion, it was a truth that had been waiting to be spoken for far too long. Then came the moment that made everyone in the room lean in without even realizing it. Someone told them softly, when something feels this deep, it's not a coincidence. It's a calling. Those words hit them hard. Their breath caught. Their eyes softened. And suddenly, every fear they had, every doubt, every hesitation, started melting away. It was like watching someone wake up to the depth of their own heart. And then, the revelation that stunned everyone. Their voice cracked, but the emotion in it was unshakable as they said, "I don't want a life where they're just a memory. I want them in my present, my future, my every tomorrow. Don't skip." Because that line wasn't just emotional, it was a breakthrough. A confession that revealed how deeply, how powerfully, how completely they are tied to you. But the twist, the part that will glue your audience to the screen, came right after. They stepped forward, as if gathering every drop of courage inside them, and said, "I'm ready to move toward them, no matter who misunderstands, no matter what it costs. Stay till the end." Because now that they've embraced their truth, the next moment is going to be the most explosive one yet, and your viewers won't dare to look away. My awakening flame, don't skip, because this is the moment where the entire room felt something shift, so intensely that even the people who tried to stay calm couldn't hide the shock on their faces. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is crafted to grip your audience so tightly they won't even think of scrolling away. They stood there, breathing unevenly, as if every heartbeat was pushing a new truth to the surface. Their eyes glistened with a mixture of fear and courage, fear of losing you, courage to finally admit everything they had been running from. They whispered, "I've denied it, I've fought it, I've pushed it away, but my heart keeps choosing them. Again and again and again. Don't skip." Because when they said that, the entire room froze. No one spoke. No one moved. It was like the truth had its own voice, echoing loud enough for everyone to feel it. Then came the moment that tightened every chest in the room. Someone stepped closer and said softly, "When your soul keeps choosing the same person, it's not a mistake. It's alignment." Those words hit them so hard their breath shook. Their hands curled into fists, not out of anger, but out of the overwhelming emotions they had finally stopped hiding. You could see their walls breaking, their fears softening, their hearts stepping forward. And then, the confession that changed everything. Their voice cracked as they murmured, "I feel safe with them, even when they're far away. I feel understood by them, even without words. And I feel connected to them, in a way I never felt with anyone." Don't skip. Because this wasn't ordinary emotion, this was a soul recognizing another soul. But the twist, the part your audience won't be able to pull away from, came right after. They lifted their heads slowly, eyes burning with a decision that shook the entire atmosphere, and said, "I'm done living in silence. I'm done watching from a distance. I'll take the step, because losing them is the one thing I can't survive. Stay till the end." Because now that they've confessed everything, the moment that comes next is the one that will leave your viewers breathless, frozen, and unable to look away even for a second. My chosen heartbeat, don't skip, because this is the moment where emotions didn't just rise, they exploded. The room felt like it was holding its breath, every second stretching, every heartbeat trembling. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is built to hold your audience so tightly that scrolling won't even cross their mind. They closed their eyes for a moment, as if gathering every shattered piece of courage inside them. And when they opened them again, everything was different. Their voice was soft, but the power behind it made every person in that room freeze. They whispered, "I've been trying to protect myself. But in the process, I've been hurting the one person my heart refuses to forget." Don't skip. Because that line didn't just reveal truth, it exposed a depth of emotion that had been silently drowning them for far too long. Then came the moment that pulled every soul in the room closer. Someone spoke, almost in a whisper, "You're not losing them, you're losing time. And time doesn't wait when the heart is calling." Those words struck them like a blade, sharp, honest, undeniable. Their breath trembled. Their shoulders dropped. And suddenly, the truth they'd been hiding became too heavy to hold in anymore. You could see it in their eyes, the love, the fear, the longing, all rising to the surface. And then, the revelation that changed everything. Their voice cracked as they said, "I don't want them to be a what if. I want them to be my reality." Don't skip. Because that vulnerability, that honesty, that raw confession, it hit the entire room like a storm they couldn't escape. But the twist, the part that will grip your viewers so tightly they won't even blink, came right after. They looked up, eyes shining with courage they never knew they had, and said, "I'm ready to choose them, even if the world doesn't understand. Even if it scares me. Even if it changes everything. Stay till the end, because now that they've embraced this truth, the next moment is going to be explosive. Something your audience will cling to till the final second. My rising miracle, don't skip, because this is the moment where the entire room felt the weight of destiny pressing in. The air went completely still, every pair of eyes locked on them, as if the universe itself was waiting for their next breath. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is built so strongly that your audience won't even think about scrolling away. They took a slow, shaky breath, and the emotion in their eyes was enough to silence even the loudest doubts. Their voice trembled, but this time, not from fear, from clarity. They whispered, "No matter how far they are, no matter how long it's been, my heart always finds its way back to them. Don't skip." Because when they said that, the entire room felt it, deep, raw, powerful. It wasn't just a confession anymore, it was destiny speaking through them. Then came the moment that made every person hold their breath. Someone stepped forward, voice low, and said, "Then stop running from what was always meant for you." Those words hit them with a force that made their eyes widen. You could see their walls breaking, their fears falling, their truth rising. It was like watching someone step into the light after living in the shadows for too long. And then, the emotional explosion that none of them were prepared for. Their voice cracked as they murmured, "I'm tired of hiding how deeply I feel. Tired of pretending I'm fine. Tired of pushing away the one person who brings peace to my chaos." Don't skip. Because that confession wasn't just emotional, it was transformation in real time. But the twist, the part that will glue your viewers to the screen, came right after. They lifted their face, eyes filled with a fierce softness, and said, "I don't care what it takes. I want them in my life. I want their presence, their energy, their truth. I want us. Stay till the end, because now that they've spoken the truth their soul has carried for so long, the next step they take is going to rewrite everything, and your audience will stay locked in till the final second. My precious destiny, don't skip, because this is the moment where the truth inside that room became so intense that even breathing felt loud. Every eye was fixed on them, every heartbeat was waiting, and the energy around them felt like something massive was seconds away from unfolding. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and this part is designed to hold your audience so tightly they won't dare scroll away. They swallowed hard, their voice trembling with truth they could no longer bury. Their hands shook, but their eyes carried a fire that no one had seen before. They whispered, "I've tried to stay strong without them, but the truth is, I'm not the same without their presence. They anchor me. They calm me. They feel like a part of me. Don't skip." Because that confession hit the room like a shockwave, raw, powerful, unforgettable. This wasn't just emotion, this was a soul speaking its truth after being silent for far too long. Then came the moment that pulled every single person closer without them even realizing it. Someone said softly, "When someone becomes your peace, you don't wait. You move." Those words struck them deep. Their breath caught. Their shoulders trembled. And suddenly, the truth they'd been hiding all this time rose to the surface with a force they couldn't resist anymore. And then, the revelation that pushed the room into complete silence. Their voice cracked as they murmured, "I don't want to imagine a future where they're not there. I want them in my days, my nights, my life. I need them more than I'm willing to admit." Don't skip. Because that single line revealed a longing they had tried to suppress, a truth they had tried to ignore, and a connection they could no longer dim. But the twist, the moment that will hold your viewers till the last second, came right after. They lifted their chin, eyes blazing with determination and vulnerability mixed into one, and said, "I'm ready to step toward them, ready to choose them. Ready to face whatever comes next, as long as they're part of my story." Stay till the end, because now that they've embraced everything inside their heart, the next moment is going to be life-shifting, and your audience will stay locked in till the very last breath of your video.